The head of a major scam network wanted by the U.S. has been arrested, but not anywhere near U.S. soil. On Wednesday, the head of Prince Group, Chen was extradited to China to face serious criminal charges after being arrested in Cambodia. Media reports reveal that his ties to Chinese and Cambodian officials allowed his scam empire to operate unchecked for years, despite harming victims worldwide. To understand what Beijing's move means and how the U.S. might respond, NTD's Flora Hua spoke with Tang Jingyuan, a veteran China affairs analyst, for his insight.
China and Cambodia announced that Chen's arrest is part of their joint operation to combat these scam centers.
In my view, the arrest and extradition of Chen is essentially a show staged by the Chinese Communist Party in Cambodia. This allows China to achieve two goals at once. On the one hand, this is China's attempt to save their diplomatic image globally, claiming that they too are cracking down on online fraud. On the other hand, this approach effectively protects Chen by preventing him from falling into the hands of the United States.
Born in China, Chen founded the Prince Group after relocating to Cambodia. Following his recent arrest, Chen's Cambodian citizenship has been revoked as well. Tang added that it is now very difficult for the U.S. government to reach Chen. That's because he remains under the CCP's control and there is no extradition agreement between the two countries. Tang speculates that this may be exactly what China wanted, to prevent the U.S. from further investigating Chen.
Chen has connections to the Cambodian regime and authorities. Chen also has very deep connections to the CCP. He is closely linked to the CCP's political and legal apparatus. For these reasons, it is highly unlikely that the CCP would hand Chen directly over to the United States. Because once he arrives, Chen could reveal a great deal of information that would be extremely damaging to the CCP.
Last October, the U.S. government sanctioned Chen's business, the Prince Group. It accused the company of operating large online scam centers that used trafficked workers to defraud victims worldwide. According to the DOJ indictment, hundreds of Americans were scammed by Chen's network. U.S. authorities also seized the business's nearly 130,000 bitcoins, worth $15 billion, in their largest ever crypto bust. But before the U.S. took action, Chen was celebrated in Chinese state media as a successful businessman. In Cambodia, he was even appointed as senior advisor to the country's former prime minister. A former Chinese spy who worked for the CCP's top intelligence agency, the Ministry of State Security, says one of his primary tasks was tracking Chinese dissidents both at home and abroad. He added that taking action against them when necessary was also part of his role. The spy recently told Radio Canada International that the Chinese regime helped him land a manager role at Prince Group. That role also served as cover for the CCP's covert operations.